Hello, my dear Leos. This is a love reading, a prediction for Virgo season, August 22nd to September 22nd, 2020, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. This will be a love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Leo season that is already up. We are, as you know, on our way into the first period of Leo season right now as I'm posting this. And it can be a good idea to rewatch that video that is actually now. It's for now, okay? So, or you can check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos that the playlist contains. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. So, when I open your deck here, I see the Ten of Pentacles together with the Lovers in the reversed. It's something that's very stable here, maybe with this love situation. So it might be, for example, that you love someone on and on and on and on, even though this person, it's not working out, or it's an imbalance between you, or it might be that the person isn't even there. But it's some longevity with this. It's some great foundation with this. It might be that you're soulmate with this person, or that you have been married for a very long time, or that you maybe met them in a previous lifetime, or they have been your partner before. So with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm thinking also that things are working out for you fine when it comes to maybe some other area of your life, like work or friends or money or things like this, but maybe the love is a little bit imbalanced, the love relationships. So I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the high priest in the reverse together with the lovers in the upright position. So it might have been an issue of commitment with some controlling entity maybe. And this is kind of the authority in the card of the Ten of Pentacles that we saw before, the city. And this is the authority and culture, our culture traditions, for example, to get married or to commit. And it might be that this there was some cultural issues, or some commitment issues, or some issues when it comes to maybe one person earning more money than the other person did, something similar to that. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we can see that there's a distance with this lovers couple again, and it might be due to maybe you need to work more on, you know, being on your own, loving yourself, building on your own kind of Leo empire. But it seems like you're doing kind of well, but maybe love is missing in your life, or love isn't harmonious. Okay, so call the six elements, and here we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse with the lovers here. So I'm going to take, since the lovers is coming again and again, and it seems to be a difficulty with some either thought pattern or communication, Ace of Swords here in the reversed. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. What I'm feeling here with this combination of cards here is that maybe you're lying to yourself about a person and their love for you, or you love for them. So it might be that there's actually unrequited love in this situation. I will take also another card to see what's going on. And this could be the one. So I'm thinking you're going back and forth between this, that the person loves me, they don't love me, I love them, I don't love them, I love them, I don't love them. So I'm thinking that's what's going on with these swords here. It might be that someone doesn't want to commit to you because they are back and forth like this in their mind. Or it might be that you can't decide if you love this person or not, or if you want to fight for this situation or not. Do I love them enough, or maybe it's not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going? So, and that might be the reason to the commitment and the imbalance in the relationship. If maybe sometimes if we are too loving and caring towards, for example, our partner or our children or our parents, they start to take us for granted, and they don't know how it would be to live without us. So instead, they are kind of thinking, oh, that's this person here again, trying to shovel this down my throat. I don't want it. And so it might be that kind of issue as well. Maybe someone is overwhelmed or taking you for granted. Okay. 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Leo viewers. Chariot in reverse, not able to move forward. So I want my dear Leos to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so I'll just tune in to you and your situation in Virgo season, Leo. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the World card in the reverse. So it's this tricky kind of situation which I'm feeling, where there's a soulmate around you, but maybe they can't decide upon you that you are the one, and they might believe that this is that they don't have the attraction that they need to have towards, so that they can commit to you, for example, or stay with you, or it might be the other way around as well. And it shows that this is a soulmate relationship, but it's kind of out of whack or out of tune in some way. Okay, and this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the 5 of Swords. So we saw glimpses of the King of Swords before, and this combination is kind of the King of Swords, more petty attributes as a person, withholding their love and kind of being a little bit of a bully. But with the 5 of Swords in the reverse, it might be that they have in some way regretted this behavior here in the past. But it's still, you're unable to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny, because maybe there's lies, confusion, a person can't make up their mind, so on and so forth. Okay, so this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. And this is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. And this is on your feeling level. And this is the bond between you two and on their feeling level. And this is your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome, and their behaviors and attitudes. Okay, so we'll start with the situation. 10 of Wands. So we had the 10 of Pentacles as well. So the 10 is kind of showing a situation that has grown to its full potential. So now it's either like it needs a manifestation. You have worked long and hard on this particular dream, and it needs either a manifestation or you need to let it go. But I'm feeling like there's a person wants to maybe communicate with you, or you want to say something to a person, but one is holding back one's own natural instincts. So kind of keeping yourself in the lion's cage, maybe. Maybe it's something that you want to express, or there's someone wants to express something to you, but refusing to. Maybe out of fear of consequences, out of pride, or maybe we're not certain that we want the things that we want to express that we want. So because it's very conflicted here. Okay, so this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind, and you don't know what is up with this person. You don't know what's going on with them, why they're acting in such a strange ways. It's a lot of why. and you can't trust them. They haven't really communicated what they feel for you, or what they want with you, or what kind of future they want with you. They seem to kind of hold you maybe on a little bit arm's length distance. You don't know if they have other options, or if it's like they haven't really chosen you. You feel like this, that they haven't really chosen you. It might be the other way around as well, that you have multiple choices. Sometimes we have too many people on like as an option, so we don't know who to choose, and there's a lot of work with maintaining all this relationship. And you might be thinking one day that this could be the one. The next day you're thinking, no, I don't love this person enough. So it might be working that way too for some of you. But mostly it's a lot of confusion. You don't know what the other person wants. You might not even know what you yourself want here. So it's conflicted. And this is what's on their mind about you. And we have the Magician here. So it seems like they would want to explain themselves to you. And if they could explain themselves to you, what would they say? So checking out the Pagan LENORMAND Oracle cards. What would they say if they were able to tell you what's really on their mind? What would they say? Okay. So we have a bear and we have the mountain. So I'm thinking they're thinking that you are very strong, a very strong person, a reliable person, a person that they admire and they respect. But they feel that there's kind of big obstacles for your relationship, or for whatever it is that you are dreaming of together. That there's even if they are strong enough, they don't know, even if you are strong enough, if they are strong enough, they see big mountains that they need to, walk over to be able to be with you, or to be able to get over some kind of obstacles that is in your relationship. I think I'm going to shift this because it works very well with the 7 of Cups here. This could be the one, or unrequited love. It's like, I don't know. And this works kind of well with the Magician there. That it seems like this person would want to take on the challenges, that they might feel like now that they are strong enough to take on the challenges. But they identify anyway that there's big challenges. And here is the bond between you two, and it's a 2 of Cups. So it shows a situation where people are connected, but there's an imbalance. So for example, if one person keeps down their energy and don't want to express or show the love or feel the love, if we have a connection between us, it will spray up in the other person. So it might be that one person is acting like this could be the one, and the other person is acting like they don't love you enough, or you don't love them enough, whoever is the one oppressing their own emotions here. And how we can help to make the balance all right is, for example, if we know that we are always pushing for commitment, pushing for more intimacy, pushing, we might want to take a step back and act more a little bit like we are holding the torch of unrequited love, instead of this could be the one, I'm so sure I can walk over any mountain for you. And the other way around. If you have a person that's, overwhelming and always sends you text message and being, super attentive, you can actually try to be extra super attentive towards them, and they will probably, after a while, find you overwhelming. So this is about balance, and each person needs to take responsibility in this situation to see to that there's balance. So you also want, for example, if you are the person being a little bit overwhelming, you're not giving the other person the chance to fall in love with you or to be in love with you if you're always giving them attention. So they will take it for granted by automation. So it's better to try to find balance. If you're giving too little, give more. If you're giving too much, retreat a few steps to create balance here. Okay, and this is on your emotional level, and it's a 4 of Wands in the reversed. So it feels like you would have wanted this commitment, but now you don't want it because, or you kind of try to persuade yourself to not want it because it's a lot of work and you don't know if it will pay off or if it's just a stupid dream and nothing will ever come from it. So you're actually, it seems like you're working a lot on your own personal foundation, your own personal self-love to make your own life happy, things like this. We have this is kind of the marriage card and binding your bonds together. This is the minor arcana love card, and then we'll see on their emotional level. And here we have the Fool. It seems like this person is very inconsistent. Like they want to, almost move mountains for you right now, but next second they would want to, I don't know, roam the world or do some stupid thing that would be a little bit self-destructive, but it's still that they are still on this mountain. So we need to take more oracle cards to understand what's going on with this person. So I'm trying this Psychic Tarot of the Heart oracle deck to see what's going on with this mountain and this person here. So we have Control, it's the Strength card, it's Leo, and the Fool, Trust. So, I think that they feel that you have, this is Leo, so they think that you have control in this relationship. So it might be that you are the little bit overwhelming person, and that they are kind of the child that is, doing good or doing bad, that you are maybe there and saying, you shouldn't do that, you should do this, you don't love me enough, you don't call enough, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. So it's a lot of insecurities from your end, trying maybe to control this situation. And this person doesn't want to be controlled, but I think they want to be with you. But they see big obstacles for being with you. Because when they're with you, they probably take you for granted. When they are not with you, they miss you and they see all the possibilities to fix this. But then they are with you again and getting overwhelmed, and then they think, well, probably I don't love this person. So you really need to fix the balance in your relationships. And remember that you might be acting one way in one relationship, for example, overwhelming, and in another relationship you might act totally cold. So for example, you can act totally cold towards your wife or your husband, but be overwhelming towards a friend. So you need to identify where you have the imbalance issue and into what side it's leaning towards, so that you can fix this. So it seems like this person is a little bit scared of you. They would want to make approaches and to take on the challenges, but they feel like maybe you are this person that's good to communicate and to tell people how you feel and what you think and what you want. And this might make them a little bit intimidated. Maybe this person is not as good as to speak for themselves, but they are going to try, it seems. They want to try. They want to explain themselves better, and that would help this feeling that you have that you don't know, because people are not telling you to your face what they don't like because they kind of fear you a little bit here. Okay. So this is your behaviors and attitudes, and we have the Two of Swords. So it seems like you're kind of ignoring this person as of now. So now they probably miss you and want to move mountains for you because you're keeping them on an arm's length distance. And this is on their behaviors and attitudes. And yes, they are missing you, but they also feel like a victim, and that there's a lot of problems with the relationship. And one day they love you, next day they don't love you. One day they are totally dramatic of something that you said and did, exactly as they kind of accuse you to be. And the next day they are totally cold. So this person has things that they need to heal also within themselves. I'm thinking a lot of this fear that they have against your authority might be fear against authority overall, that they don't have been able to achieve their own authority. But they are working on this, it seems. So they identify you to be a very strong person, and they kind of want to be as you, but for right now they are feeling like this little bit martyr child that's always being reprimanded for things that they do wrong and are not able to achieve and things like this. So it's a very different dynamic. I think in this energy is a little bit less experienced, more immature when it comes to relationships. You might be more mature, more sure that this is what you want. So you're almost like a train just going in one direction, and this person might feel like they are just dragged along on that train track without they really, were on board to make the decision. And neither is it's not your fault that it's like this. It's your different life experience. So this person might have been felt bullied by authorities in the past. So if you are kind of pointing out that they are acting not so nice in a relationship, for example, they might also start to kind of become a little bit of a martyr and say, well, there's always things wrong with me. I can't be in a relationship, big troubles here because I'm totally hopeless. People are always complaining. I'm not reaching out enough, or not hanging out enough, or I'm not saying the right things, or I'm not doing the right things. So there's a lot of kind of being a martyr. So it's better for them to live without me, and they don't have me because they're always complaining on me anyway. But really, I think they would want to make another attempt, but they don't think that they can live up to your expectations. And this is the outcome, so it's 3 of Swords. So I don't see like any quick fix for this relationship. People will go on feeling a lot of pain here, and not having much room to navigate, to problem solve, since there's kind of this rift between you, and maybe you are not talking as much either, and this person have a little bit problem to express the problems that they see with the situation. They want to express it, but they are too chicken to do so. They are imagining that they would express it. They might be thinking of you a lot and thinking what they would say, but they don't come forward and say it, and therefore nothing is solved. Because in this dynamic, I don't think you can come in and solve it, because then you're doing this old thing again with being the most competent one and being the problem solver, and that will make this person feel small and insignificant again. So I'm thinking you're doing the right thing here with the 2 of Swords, that you can't really make any kind of move here. It's this person that need to, they are going on a fresh little walkabout here, going through their own challenges also as of now, and maybe growing from that. So it might be that there will be some kind of progress later on in this equation, but right now it looks a little bit difficult. It's not difficult because there's I think there's enough love in the situation. It's just that the communication has been probably broken for a very long time in one way or the other. So the truth hasn't been revealed. So you haven't been working with the issues that actually needs to be worked through. Maybe this person has pretended that there's nothing wrong with them because they don't want to give you more food for your cannons when you're shooting at them and telling them that they are inconsistent and you are doing all the work and the relationship is unfair and you are heartbroken. So they don't want to give you more fuel that you can shoot at them. So they're probably not communicating very well about how their world is being perceived from their point of view. And it's not your fault either, because probably someone has they have had an authority early on that has done this to them. So you are just an image on the outside that's freaking them out in the same way, even if there's not the same problem. So and it's the same with you. You are thinking that this person will abandon you, but the only reason that they are abandoning you is because they are scared of scared of you, basically. So it's not a lack of like bond between you or love, really. It's more communication issue, and like you are projecting something upon this person, they are projecting something on you, saying you are like this, you are saying they are like this, and neither is true. You're not really having a relationship with that person. You're having a relationship of your own image of that person, and vice versa. So that's the problem, not the love or the relationship itself. Okay, so I'm going to take an advice card for you from the Guardian Angel cards, and we have intuition. Trust your intuition now. I'm feeling like you have your antennas out and really listening. That what seems logical may not necessarily be right. The answer to your question lies inside your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. So only you can determine what feels right. So trust your own intuition here. Trust your own authority. Because that might be an issue too, that you are full of authority in the eyes of this person, but in the eyes of your own eyes, you don't have any control at all. So, but it's usually like this. You also think that this person is maybe cold as ice, and they are thinking that they are a very depressed and emotional person. So it's all about perspective, and it's you know how it is to be in your shoes, but you don't know how it is to be in their shoes, and the other way around. So therefore you have a hard time understanding each other, and it, of course, communication would help, but it doesn't seem like you're up for communicating. They are, but they are too chicken, basically. Okay, so what to do? I'm thinking the main advice is to stay in tuned and step by step following your own intuition. So when your feelings change and you feel like, well, I want to reach out, then maybe it's time to reach out. And if you still feel, no, they need to come to me, then that's how it is. So trust yourself and all will be well. Okay. So my dear Leos, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful. If you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on your spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get the heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving, and supporting viewers. So until next time, stay truly blessed and take really good care. Bye-bye.